Gamers, Zephagamon again today, and well, on today for this deck list countdown towards Special Booster 2.5's rare release, with today's deck being the Ex8 variant of Zephagamon, and well, going over how things will be doing for this deck profile. It will be same as last time in the fact that be going over the deck and be going over how 2.5 adds to it. And well, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help with the algorithm. And well, let's crack into it. Starting off with the egg deck, for the most part, ends up being full playset of the Ex8 Zephamon over the structure deck one, as this Zephamon helps with memory efficiency with the deck, as you end up gaining memory whenever you manage to beat over opposing Digimon by battle. That's it for the eggs. Now on to the rookies. And for me, my lineup ends up seeing the structure deck Patero and Ex8 Patero as the core of the deck, with structure deck being the Searcher, and Ex8 Patero being the, well, Liberator-centric evolution reduction, with structure deck granting a DP boost inheritable during your turn, and Patero following the battle memory gain. And to round off Pateromon names in the deck, I end up running the one promo Patero, given that it has some uses within the deck so far as it pretty much enables, well, your Vortex plays, granting you, since you could pass turn with it, and suspend down something to make a target for your Vortex. And to wrap that up, rookies up, play 2 copies of Muchamon for the ability to practically just be a DP battery if it is on the board, or alternatively, once in a stack, being able to grant the stack piercing. And to round off rookies, I end up running the one BT14 Palmon, given how much synergy it has with the deck, with the Starmane to grant imposing Digimon, when suspended, lose to memory, which in, well, our cases, is a gain memory, since you can be able to trigger that effect during your turn. And even then, when it passes over to the opponent's turn, that still remains until the end of their turn, thus also staying away memory if they choose to swing with that Digimon. That's the rookies. Now on to level 4. For my level 4 lineup, ends up looking a little bit wild, as I run a 4-4-1-2 split between all the current Galemons, with the Ex8 Galemon being the main one to go into early on, as it allows you to cheat out Shotos, and is another memory gain inheritable, while the new Promo Gale, ends up granting quite some speed to the deck, as you're able to suspend down something to then immediately Digivolve up with a reduced cost based on the number of suspended Digimon on board, which for most of the time can reduce the cost to practically free. With the older Gale being able to simply just be a suspend down body as well, while the older, well, structure deck Gale just being there for its security effect, and also being another DP boost inheritable, since for the most part, the main, well, star right now is definitely being the Ex8 and new Promo Gale as the main toolbox of the deck. That's it for level 4s. Now on to the level 5 lineup, which for me is a little bit more playing preferences. Since with my current build, it's full play set of the Ex8 Grand Gale, one Structure Deck Grand Gale, and then one Rapid Starter Deck Rapid and one BT2 Argo for usage. Since for the most part, BT5, well, the Ex8 Grand Gale is the main one to go into as it grants you protections. This Grand Structure Deck Grand Gale is just here for just being an archetype. Though Rapidmon, Structure Deck Rapid, and Argomon are more toolbox cases. Since Structure Deck Rapid definitely can see play in birds in the fact that, well, you're able to gain protection as well as de-digivolve when opposing Digimon. In addition to playing into the very bell-heavy aspect of the deck as being another burn security effect. While Zephamon here is just to speed up evolution, as well as being able to cheat out a level 3 body onto the board for later use. And that's it for the level 5 lineup. Now on to level 6s, which for the most part goes without saying, looks to be a 3-1 split between the Structure Deck Zephaga and Ex8 Zephaga, as both still see use within the deck. Since Structure Deck Zephaga is still the go-to, being the more battle-ready one, and the Ex8 Zephaga being the more control variant. And then to go alongside that are 2 copies of Medieval Galtmon to play, well, to act as second unity support and a very annoying card for the opponent to deal with. Given that you pretty much can control the board as well as suspend down and also threat lethal with a very big beater with Alliance. And to round off level 6 lineup, I end up playing the 1 copy of Digimon, since it ends up seeing some pretty good usage, as well as being quite a sticky body because of Fortitude. Since for the most part, it's another heavy beater, being able to check twice, as well as being able to control the opponent's board, as well as floodgating them into attacking suspended Digimon. And well, that's it for the level 6 lineup. Now on to Tamers, which for the most part for me, I end up running a 2-4 split between Structure Deck Shoto and Ex8 Shoto for the obvious reasons. Structure Deck Shoto being the memory tier of the deck, as well as being able to redirect your Vortex swings into the opponent. And then obvious reasons for Ex8 Shoto being the passive memory gain tamer that is strongly broken within the archetype, as it grants your Vortex Warriors piercing and blocker, as well as allowing them to unsuspend when you suspend them down. Though another thing to note is that another option is obviously the promo Shoto that allows you to free play a Patero on play, as well as pretty much gain 1 memory whenever you digivolve up into an avian or bird trait. Well, that's it for Tamers. Now on to the option lineup. And for the most part, I'd say it's Bitbox standard for me, as I run full playset of Agility Training, 2 copies of Green Scramble, and the 1 copy of Green Mem Boost as the utility options in the deck. Daily Training Green Mem Boost for the obvious reasons that we all know and love them for, and Green Scramble for its use as the ability to, well, be able to replay certain cards that can be very useful, one that you can establish them off of their effects. Since Green Scramble, when checked in security, can allow you to bring back a Palamon or promo Jomon to trigger for the next turn, while the Star Main pretty much allows you to restart a stack without the egg. And for a removal option, I end up running the 1 copy of Anemoy Embrace for its still usefulness to control board and allow you to unsuspend one of your own Digimon. Though another option that I've seen flying around recently is actually Blasted Disaster from BT6, since it suspends down all opposing Digimon and pretty much allow you to gain back memory for each opposing Digimon you suspend down with this. Pretty much allowing you to seal get refunded for its usage, as well as playing into your Vortex plays, since again, it establishes Vortex targets for you to run over, since you've now suspended down the opposing field. Nope, that's it for the deck list. Now on to the combos. With your mulligan hand looking to obviously prioritizing Structure Deck Patero for the search, and then Ex8 Patero and Pal for use as back row as raising Digimon to go into. And then seeing either Ex8 Gale or new Promo Gale to either establish Tamers early or to climb up faster. And lastly, for obvious reasons, seeing a copy of Shoto in order to be cheated out. Then the rest is just your utility options to help establish board, and also Promo Patero if you have it, and just to establish your Vortex combos. And from there, it's just pretty much trying to find the rest of your stack to create a stack that'll be a big mess to the opponent. From there is the rest of the deck for utility options. And well, that's it for the mulligan hand. The rest the combo is just pretty straightforward, really. As with the likes of Mucho and the Pateros, establish a strong base for the main stack that'll be printing memory for you every time it vortexes. As pretty much, you either can go the memory printing route or the more offensive route as you create a stack that'll be dealing with a whole lot of battling. As pretty much, as long as you set up a suspended target to go into, all of your Vortex plays will be handled quite well. As, well, for the most part, Memory Chamber Shoto allows you to change your attacks into the opponent, while the good old Ex8 Shoto is a means to pierce through opponents, as well as establishing blockers on board. And well, also, as previously stated, Dynamon is in here for pretty good control usage, as well as being able to be a sticky body that also can threaten game by constantly breaking down security. As for the most part, it's a whole lot of swing into suspended Digimon through vortexes, through setting them up for vortex plays. Since, as previously stated, you have inheritables that allow you to print back memory, as well as Ex8 shows to unsuspend your vortex warriors to pretty much attack when the memory goes back to you in those instances. Well, that's it for the current look of the deck. But again, with 2.5, we also have a new show coming, as well as the secret for BT20 being the Zephagamon Ace to work with. Both being quite useful tools in their own right, since, if memory serves, the new Shoto can set up your vortex plays, while the new Zephaga Ace is a very good removal tool for use. And well, that's it for my look at the Ex8 variant of the Zephagamon deck. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as we move on to the final day for this release countdown. And this is Cyberjaw, signing off.